Thank you. I'm so happy to see so many women. And I'm so happy with the first song that I hear today, Are We Human or Are We Dancers? Because both will be part of what I will be discussing today. I'm a mom, and I think there are a lot of mothers here in the room. This is a picture taken 8 years ago. And already then, when I wanted them to play outside, they would take some kind of device to look at Musical.ly. It was Musical.ly at the time, to look at dance movies. And the right one, one day she comes home, she was 10, and she said, Mom, I want to go on Facebook. And I was, no. And I was writing, because I'm a writer too. So when I'm like this, and you see this, it says, don't disturb Mom. But she was so convinced, she said, Mom, no, you don't get me. You're so old. You don't get our worlds. At school, I don't have time to play with my friends. They do it after school, all together, and they play together, and they do things together, and they share stuff together. And you know what, Mom? They also do their homework together. So if their grades are better than mine, that's your fault. What you're going to do about it? Really good question, because I was building learning platforms at the time, and I was like, what am I looking at the past? The future has already caught up with us. I have to look at what children are doing to prepare for the future of work. And children, when I was talking to them, and I think to you as well, they don't want to go to school. It's like this tantalus tournament. It never stops. We have to keep on learning. So why can't we believe that humans and machine work together? Because we need to become humans first again in a world that is more digital. And for this, we need to go back to our inner child. We unlearned a lot of things. We have imagination, curiosity, optimism. And optimism is really difficult in these times, but we need to hop on it. Openness is being critical, but open to other men's opinions. I think in these times, it's really worth something. Entrepreneurship, doing things beyond what is expected from you. Resilience, we all showed a lot of resilience, but be aware, because too much resilience makes you feel nothing anymore. And then we lose empathy. Also very important, I think. But for me, the most important is consilience. Will we become coders or will we become dancers? Consilience is finding similarities in the differences. It's my daughter, yes, the annoying one, at the age of 7, that said to me, I don't know, will I be a ballerina or will I build robots? Well, she's now 18 and she will do both. She just graduated at the Royal Ballet School as a prima ballerina. And she said, at the age of 30, my body is done. Then I go back to university and become an engineer. That's the future. We don't have to be focused on one thing anymore. We keep learning. And it is this mindset, this growth mindset, that we in our organizations have to nurture as well. We have to look at the competences that help us build ourselves, the company, society. And we have to grow together. These are the learning ecosystems that I try to build. I say I try to build because it's not always easy. Because we have to look at what we can learn from computers, data, use the data to become better as a human, and vice versa. Not that easy, but I give you some tips. First of all, slow down. Don't jump on any hype. First, think about the people. You know Kaizen? Always look back and then go further. That's the only way to keep up with the speed of innovation. I know, slow down to keep up with the speed of innovation. It makes you think. Another thing that I want to make you think about, you know these penguins? Somebody knows the book that I'm referring to? Our iceberg is melting. When I was still a long time ago at the university, we had to read this book from Qatar. And the only thing that I remember is that we need to have all stakeholders to follow us. Because you might see that there is a problem, but you just don't want to see it. And you're not good in explaining or convincing other people to follow you, but you might be. So you all together, you can be the change. And the same is in organizations. Don't try to push innovation without consulting all the stakeholders, because you fail in implementation. Number one, all the stakeholders. Number two, create a burning platform. Be like a sponsor for your idea. Make sure that other people see it, that it's urgent, it's now. 3, get your CEO involved. Get your leaders involved. I'm going to tell you this one thing. If your boss is still printing his mails, or having somebody print his mails, even worse, your company is not ready for the future.